Yo, I'm Anthony Kannon from upstate New York, Ithaca to be specific, and it's the 6 questions in a 6. What has been your proudest moment as an artist so far? So, it's a tough question, cause every day we reach heights that I didn't think that were possible when I was younger doing this, you feel me? I just dropped my 15th album 2 weeks ago. It's called A to Z with a producer named Zilly 900 from the Bronx, New York. And having a discography of 15 albums deep, coming off of my initial label debut, Cautionary Tales, I got to look at my catalog and just think, I'm 27 and this shit deeper than a lot of artists 30 years into the industry. So the growth where we get every day is something that I'm really proud of. What does being from the 607 mean to you? Kind of like the underdog, you feel me? There's not a lot of people that have made it from the 607, and when I say made it, I should put that shit in quotes. Cause people hear that, whether you're from Ithaca, you from Binghamton, one of the surrounding areas of that shit, nobody takes you serious as an artist until you make them. Nobody takes you serious for whatever venture you're trying to do until you have to snatch that respect. So when I look at the 607, I see a lot of people trying to make the most out of it, be the best that they could be. It's a beautiful place. We're just trying to overcome it. Who or what inspired you to start making music? This is probably the easiest question so far. Music itself and life. I was young, I was 6 when my mom went to prison. And I used to listen to Eminem at that time. My older brother put me on to hip hop early, and one of his favorite artists at that time was Eminem. He used to talk a lot of shit about his mom. And when my mom went to prison, I started feeling that anger inside, that trauma that you typically would with something like that. And it motivated me to write my first couple lyrics. I put them shits on a piece of paper while I was in the back room at my dad's job. I pulled the notebook out, I told my dad the couple of lines, and he's a musician. He's pretty notorious in the 607 and upstate, all around the world. And he listened to what I had to say at 6 years old, and he just told me keep going. So there's a lot of influences, a lot of things that drove me to make music, but I'd say music itself and life, easily. If you could collab with any artist, local or global, who would it be? Now that's probably the hardest question so far. My favorite rapper for a long time, like I'm talking about a decade, was Royce da 5'9". If I was able to be blessed with a collab from him, I think that's tangible. I think I could make that happen one day. But there's an artist who passed away last year who I'll never be able to make a song with. He's my favorite rapper currently. His name's Ka. I think he's one of the best linguists of all time, regardless of music, medium, just what he could do with words, the emotion he could paint with his music, and he was very selective with who he allowed to create with. So it could never happen, but my answer is gonna be Ka. What's the moment that changed your life? I don't wanna be cliche, but I was out here wilding in the streets before I got shot. I thought I was invincible. And there was nothing that could stop me. I learned quick that wasn't true. So as traumatic of an experience as getting shot was, it's something that really grounded me as a person, made me realize family, music, work ethic, what's most important to me. So in terms of a turning point in my life, I had many of them. But I say when I caught a bullet, it woke me up. Favorite food spot in Ithaca? To be honest, there's a couple of them, but I usually get my food spots outside of Ithaca. There's a new steakhouse that, even though I'm probably gonna say that it's my favorite, I still think it's overpriced. But they call that shit Criolla. And it's right on the Commons. If you downtown on Restaurant Row, stop by, take a bite. I'm gonna put Revelry at a close second. Anthony Kannon, you can't spell Kannon without the K, it's AK. I appreciate being here for the 607 Cypher. I just dropped a new album a couple weeks ago. It's called A to Z. Incredible producer from the Bronx. His name is Zilly900. Go run that up if you haven't listened to it yet. There's something on there for everybody. I think it's my favorite piece of work that I ever released out there. Third album this year in 2025, and you know there's more to come. 3 albums for me is a light year. So I'm gonna drop another one before 2025 earlier. In 2026, it's gonna get spooky. Catch me on all social medias, anywhere you listen to your music. Spotify, Apple, YouTube, but most importantly, follow me on Bandcamp. That's where you get to support artists fully. We have control over what we put out the most. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me. It's Kannon.